2009, a mustard seed of an idea was conceived, and that was to engage with proven pioneers of social change in the local communities in several of the most economically challenged and under-resourced countries in the world. Rather than engage in government-run, top-down initiatives, which often never reach the poorest of the poor, we envisioned an organization that could seek out and work with local groups who have demonstrated success in advancing 4 key human needs. 1, primary education for children who have never been given an opportunity to attend school. 2, reducing maternal death through prenatal and postnatal health care. 3, small business creation through microcredit loans to women so that the poor can become self-sustaining. And finally, 4, clean water and sanitation, which is the foundation for all public health and the best prevention against death in women and children under 5. As Psalm 25 teaches us, and with the intent and belief that we would be shown the path that we should follow, Seven Hills Global Outreach was founded, and today supports 17,000 women, children, and men in 8 of the poorest countries on earth. The results of this work, financially supported by individuals and organizations exclusively, has saved the lives of hundreds of women, educated hundreds more school children and young adults, fostered the creation of dozens of small businesses and women's cooperatives, and made available the miracle of clean water and sanitation to thousands. We have been blessed to do this work with our local partners in each of the countries we work, as a direct result of those individuals and organizations here in America who have answered the question, if not me, then who? And if not now, then when? In 2013, as a means of acknowledging and honoring those beneficiaries who have made all of this possible, we established the Seven Hills Global Heroes Initiative with the intent of shining a light on those early supporters of our work who believed in the rightness of extending their help not only to those in our local communities here in America, but also to the very poorest and forgotten children in our connected world. I intend to continue this tradition each year and honor those who have joined with us along this path of global outreach. So, it is my sincere pleasure to be able to announce our Seven Hills Global Heroes for 2014 and say to each of them, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Our 2014 Seven Hills Global Heroes include the First United Methodist Church, Garland, Texas, the Lifewell Church, the New World United Methodist Church, and the Buckingham United Methodist Church. Water means everything to those who are without it. Today, according to the United Nations, nearly 1 billion people on Earth lack a source of clean water. 80% of disease in developing countries are waterborne and prevented with clean water and sanitation. Women are twice as likely to walk great distances for water. Locally accessible clean water sources can save time and backbreaking work for women, giving them more freedom and opportunity to care for their children or contribute financially to their family. In terms of education for children, millions of kids spend hours of their day collecting water or become ill due to waterborne disease instead of attending school. Every $1 invested in improved water access and sanitation yields $4 to $12 in economic return in poor regions. Self-sufficient families can use clean water sources weekly to cook safely, clean their eating utensils, and water their own crops. In 2013, recognizing this critical link between clean water and the health or death of poor women and children in Sierra Leone, the parishioners of the First United Methodist Church, New World United Methodist Church, and Lifewell Church of Garland, Texas, committed themselves to providing a clean water source for 3 of the 22 remote villages supported by Seven Hills Global Outreach. When that first Running for Clean Water race in Garland was completed, over $9,000 was raised and 3 hand-dug wells were completed to the utter joy and wails of tears of the 1,300 people living there. This gift has saved the lives of mothers and their children under 5 who historically would have died in these villages as a result of drinking cholera and fecal-infected open water. 3 churches, one race, and now many children will have a future. It's that simple. It's that profound. Once again, in 2014, these three remarkable churches embarked on another Running for Clean Water race intended to support the desperately poor of Sierra Leone, and raised a staggering $14,000, which allowed Seven Hills Global Outreach and our local partner in Bo, Sierra Leone, Pastor Michael Kanu, to machine drill 2 additional wells, bringing life-affirming clean water to over 1,000 additional people in remote villages. In 2015, an additional Garland, Texas area church, the Buckingham United Methodist Church, has joined in this effort to bring clean water to additional villages, so that perhaps one day every child, woman, and man in the expansive 22-village area of Sierra Leone where we work can have access to clean water. What these 4 churches in Texas are doing is truly magnificent, and I hope will inspire other churches throughout our great nation to do the same. My hope is that the miracle unfolding in the Garland area can be seen throughout the world as an example of our faith and belief in the calling to do unto others that which you would have them do unto you. And so, I want to acknowledge and give thanks to the people of the First United Methodist Church, New World United Methodist Church, Lifewell Church, and the Buckingham United Methodist Church. You are truly our Seven Hills Global Heroes for 2014. Thank you, and God bless each church member and member of your respective congregations for what you have done and continue to do for others halfway around the world.